Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2, North London derby. Romero with an own goal in the 26th minute gave Arsenal a lead. Son clips a goal in the 42nd to tie it up. Saka with a 54th minute pen. And then, honestly, like it's a fast break, Tottenham score a minute later in the 55th to tie it up. No goals after that. I think the general consensus here is Arsenal did not look as good. Spurs looked decent. Not great, but decent. Maddison had the 2 assists to both Son goals. And the midfield itself for Arsenal didn't play well. And it looks like Declan Rice might be out for a couple weeks, is the last I heard as well. Nick, I haven't started with you on any of these segments. I apologize. Do you got the initial thoughts here for the North London derby between Arteta and Postecoglu?
One, thank you for teaching me how to pronounce Ange's last name because I didn't know how to do it, so I was just calling him Coach Ange. I mean, it was pretty much everything we thought it would be, which was pretty exciting. 2 top teams at top of the league playing really, really well. And clearly the moment wasn't too big for either of them. They went at each other. I thought when the PK happened and then Son comes down, boom, right away goal again. I'm like, dude, this is going to end up 4-4 or 5-4. I'm like, this is going to be electric. But that buzz was there when, as much as you say, we bust Spurs' chops or whatever and all these things, like, seeing matches like that is why we're here. You know, it's reasons why we love this game. We love this league, period. Just an exciting match that early in the season, I don't think any other sport provides you with that, really. It was just exciting, honestly. I was watching on and off just because we were moving a lot of stuff in and out of the house. But when I was watching and listening, it was just exciting, and that's all I can really take away from it. The tactic, all those things, I'll leave it to you guys because I wasn't consistently viewing it, but it was as advertised, which is what we love to see. And a draw just keeps it 1 point each, which keeps Man United's top 4 hopes alive.
True. Michael, what do you got?
I think obviously Declan Rice going out at halftime, not good. Like, plays badly to Arsenal's system, Arteta's system, like what he wants to do. I'm been told Arteta's a genius. I've been told he's the mind child of Pep Guardiola. I don't know on earth what Kai Havertz does. I mean, taking out Vieira, I don't know if he was hurt too, and putting Kai Havertz in was worse. I mean, just straight up, like I don't know what purpose he serves. The thing that I guess I would be concerned about with Arsenal is, if you're looking at the stats, XG 203 to 1.46, 1.25 of that is, a lot of that is the penalty. You didn't score a goal from open play. I guess the own goal, the Romero own goal, whatever, but it wasn't on target. Take that, I guess that technically is open play. I don't know what I'm saying. I just think Spurs right now are in a really good moment. And that Son and Maddison partnership up there, Son is lethal. Maddison is a great playmaker. He's like everywhere. I'm low-key hoping he has an injury and can't play against us coming up here.
Don't say that. Say that maybe his wife's pregnant and they have a kid. That's nice.
Okay, his wife's pregnant. I hope he has to go to the hospital to see the child when we play them. But only for that game because I do love watching him play. But yeah, I think I actually thought when we predicted this, I thought it was at Spurs, which is why I picked a draw. I did not read the thing correctly. But shout out to Spurs and Coach Ange, as Nick would call him, for pulling this one out. I think they're really good. I think they actually have a chance to push. I don't think they're going to win the league, obviously, but I think they have a chance to push those teams at the top every single game, home or away.
Results like this make me just know that they will beat City at home this year for sure. Dylan, what are your thoughts on the North London derby?
I had fun.
The Tuckers kept it simple here. It was enjoyable.
Listen, I was looking for a
spout
fun,
of footy
game. Yeah, like there were goals. Teams that don't like each other, great atmosphere. Like ultimately, Tottenham's obviously more happy with that point than Arsenal is. I think I hate this because I've actually not liked Spurs during the Harry Kane time. I don't know why. I think I just like there was something deep down that I didn't want them to do well because I find it funny. I was sitting there actually rooting for them in this game, which I didn't expect to happen. And I think it's because like with Ange, they finally I think have more of an identity of they're unapologetically going to keep going at you, and if goals happen, they happen, and I very much, I think, respect that and like that. And I think you guys brought it up before, Declan Rice going out, I think, killed the midfield dominance that Arsenal was at least having early on, that then allowed Tottenham to control the game a little bit more towards the back end. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, good hard-fought match. I think Tottenham's here to hang out in, the top 4, top 6 discussion, and Arsenal just keeps dropping points, which isn't helping my overall prediction. So, I'll have to figure that one out.
Go ahead, Michael.
The other thing too. Sorry, you usually call on us. The other thing is watching this game and like, just on like a personal level, I see myself like reading the names of players and stuff like that, and I'm just more impressed with Basuma, Sarr, Udogie even getting that like yellow card like pretty early, having to deal with Saka on that side. I think Van de Ven is like a really good defender. The one thing I did forget is like Jesus had to play on the left because no Martinelli. I think Martinelli is like a real big get for Arsenal. Like he plays like a really important part. And then I think Jesus instead of Nketiah in the middle, like that's where he wants to be more than anything else. But again, like even like Kulusevski, who like I think is a very hot and cold player, like they all just look so much better. And maybe it's because Arsenal did so well last year that I'm just like they don't look even close to as good as they did.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned I think it was City, United, and one other team with injuries. Was it? It wasn't Arsenal,
Chelsea?
right? Because that was just Well, no. To compare the Chelsea, like the Arsenal injuries,
just those two.
Yeah, the Arsenal injuries are big too. It's Partey, it's Trossard, it's Timber, and it's Martinelli. Like those are 4 players that are trying to get in that top 11. How they rotate, you might not have all of them in there, but they're part of that first rotation for sure. So that's a big thing too. The other thing I was gonna say, somebody please free my man, Emil Smith Rowe. Like, go on a loan, dude. Go play. Go to Wolves. You guys could use them. You guys could for sure use them.
We're not allowed to take people on,
FFP. Yeah, true. And then before we move on to our predictions, I did see one really funny social media. I think it was a Twitter post or an X post, whatever you want to call it. Jorginho. Someone's got to revoke the Eno. He just goes by George now because he doesn't play well enough to have an Eno in his name. I think everyone probably here saw that. I don't know if you guys even shared. Was it shared in our thing? But I saw that somewhere.
No, it wasn't me. Wait,
all right.
One last thing. Raya or Ramsdale? Who's it going to be going forward?
I'll go first. It sucks because I don't think Ramsdale really did anything wrong. But Arteta surely wants to play Raya. You can tell. Like, I don't know. Anyone else?
Do you like the clapping from the bench?
That was such a fraud move. Like such a fraud move.
They're like he's such a good sport, and I'm like, bro, he is like clearly trying to like cope internally with the fact that he's no longer going to be the goalkeeper.
He's well versed in PR.
That clapping didn't happen after the save though. That's what I don't understand.
It didn't. They showed it after the save.
They were showing him, but he was clapping, but it wasn't after the save.
Oh, that's really weird.
Really?
Actually.
I don't know. I'm going off of what I remember when I was watching live, and they were like showing him, and he was doing this because like I think something happened, but it wasn't after that save.
The one he came like across the goal, like one-handed and
correct.
saved it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought it came after that. I thought that's what he was doing.
So did
it
I.
for.
I'm
Damn.
75% confident in this statement.
Okay. Either way, I think it's either really stupid and bad or just stupid and bad.
That's fair.
Yeah.